Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel and welcome back to another video. If you're new to my channel, hi, my name is Onyeka and I am a YouTuber based in London, Ontario. Today I have a guest with me. I'm just going to allow her introduce herself.
Hi, my name is Beatrice and I'm also a YouTuber here in London, Ontario.
Yeah.
And she's my naughty friend.
So for the longest time I've had like so many people write to me asking me, oh, when are we going to make a video concerning how Beatrice moves to Canada or study permit rather with her family, like her children and her husband. We are going to be spilling all the tea in this video. Stick around and keep watching. The big question was how we met. How did we meet again?
Okay, so we met through WhatsApp group.
The group chat.
Yes, this group chat now. Fanshawe students. I didn't even know how the thing came about, but I know I found myself in that group chat and that was it. When I heard of people trying to move, that theirs have been approved, I was like, let me go and ask question first. And you were like the first person I contacted, and that was it.
Yeah, like I said, there was a video I made when I said that you have to belong to a community when like you're processing all these things, because I got to the group, I think it was either Naira Land, because on Naira Land you will see like so many people saying, oh please, we have group for, let's say, Fanshawe students, do we have group for Conestoga students? And then my friend forwarded, it was my friend that forwarded the Fanshawe group link to me. And the very first time Beatrice passport request came out, she wrote it on the group and she was like, hey guys, I was just approved alongside my family. And I was like, oh wow, like I really need to know like how this lady did it. I was just so interested in knowing how, because it was one of a kind to me. I hardly saw people approved on study permit with their kids and their husband and their spouse. So I contacted Beatrice and that was how everything started. And then she told me how she got approved and all of that, and I was just so happy for her. So now, Beatrice, I would like you to tell people the documents you submitted, how you went about it with your spouse, with your children, like basically everything concerning the whole process.
Okay, so when the whole process came forward, actually I wanted to like do it alone without getting the family involved, but decided to give it a trial after much conviction and every other thing. And then we basically used an agent and we talked about the whole thing and the documentation. So for us to get enough information or enough documents to prove to these people that coming with family, we can be able, or we met to the criteria, you first of all have to know that your proof of fund, proof of fund, just keep your mind, because now you're going to come in with your children and your husband. My husband happens to be my sponsor, so you need to like make them understand that even if you are coming, you're not going to be stranded. You have enough capital to use and handle whatever problem or whatever challenge you will have as a family, and then feed yourself. So that then we submitted marriage certificates, birth certificate for the children, alongside with both the international passports and other documentation from my husband's office, like letter of introduction to show that he's working with so firm and he still have how many years ahead before his retirement. Like there is prospects, he is still working, so he can be able to like take care of his family. And coming to my own aspect, in as much as I submitted something that have to do with whatever course I'm going in for, because there was a switch.
Switched from one course?
From microbiology to hospitality, there was a switch. Oh, wow. But you need to like explain to these people why this sudden switch. So I used my business back home, the documentation. I used to manage like a food business, event and catering business. So I had all my documents, the whole CAC papers, com certificates and lots more. So I uploaded that to show them that okay, why there is a switch this is what I've been doing for my, as in this is my business line for how many years. Like I started 2017, so I have every document to back up that this is what I've been doing. And also they will need you to get home tie. If you are moving as a family, what's there to show that there is a home tie out there? So there was like a certificate also prepared to show the breakdown of every property you people have back home in Nigeria. And even if you are to fall back on it, or let's say you don't have any cash or money here, there's something you can let go to show them that I can still be able to carry on. So I think excuse me, that's basically what we submitted. Maybe if there's any other thing, I'll tell you a cashew update to people.
So like, okay, the previous video we made, guys, this is like our second video. This is the second time shooting this video rather, but like the previous video you made mention of something like property evaluation.
Yes,
that you had, like your husband had to call people to come and evaluate some of the properties.
Yes,
in order for them to show like the worth of the property. So was it what you used as the home tie, or what was the need for that property opening?
I would say that was what we used as home tie, because look at it, the whole family is moving. I know people that use their spouse for home tie. So since the whole family are involved, they should be able to have something that, okay, after your stay here or your study, people can still go back home. So it was basically our home tie. Yes, we got like property surveyors to check that and document it. Then there was this whatever certificate that was issued to show what your whatever property you have, the worth value, and then you upload it for them on their site to show that, okay, this is what I have. So with this, I think I have enough backup. It's not just for your home tie, it's also like a proof to show them that even with this proof of fund, I have other properties to always fall back to. So that's just it.
Now coming to like your statement of purpose, when you wrote a statement of purpose.
Oh yes.
Did your husband write a statement of purpose as well?
Okay, he wrote, I won't say it's a statement of purpose, but as my sponsor, he had to write something like proving to them that he is going to, okay, he is my sponsor and he has every capability to take care of his family. And not just that, like breaking down everything he has, his place of work,
so
the position, yes, the position he's occupying it at his place of work, and even what his salary looks like. So like you give them the full breakdown and explain to them, if you have branches in different parts of the world, you state that and tell them that you are managing or you are in so branch in this country. So like a full detail that they shouldn't worry, you are capable of taking care of your family.
And you, on the other hand, you wrote a statement of purpose.
Oh yes, I wrote that, okay, since I'm coming in for so thing, I have my reason for the complete switch, and considering the fact that I've been doing more of local dishes, Nigerian dishes, African dishes, so I had to explain to them that I wanted to grow in the international aspect. I've had jobs come in, maybe they want me to do like something international, and I was unable to achieve that because I don't know how to do it, I don't have the knowledge. So like I had to explain to them that. And funny enough, I even had to attach pictures of my jobs, whatever jobs that I went for, yes. So we had pictures printed and scanned to them, but in each of the printed pictures, now wearing your outfit, your work outfit will now indicate that this is the applicant and this is what she has been doing, whatever event. See, you just have to give them everything they want. I think I was overly, should I say, my documents were just too many. I just had to
like an estimate of how many. Yeah. I can imagine.
I had like, I don't know, I had a lot of documents, and my agent was just telling me, bring them. Documents doesn't get bad, rather it has a way of telling these people that I have enough.
Exactly. So and like that's one thing I noticed about the like IRCC and the whole Canadian experience. Like they want to see your proof. Like I keep on saying that for everything you're writing on your statement of purpose, like you have to actually show the proof. And like Canada visa application, unlike the US and maybe UK, they don't do like face-to-face interview. Do you understand? So for every reason you're giving them, okay, I have this on my statement of purpose, you don't expect the visa officer to call you and tell you, sorry, okay, since you say you have this, where is the proof? So I totally understand your own point of saying you had so many.
Like I even had to, the stickers I used for jobs,
wow,
the flyers, I uploaded them, anything you can think of. the bank documents, every day, FIRS papers, all. In fact, I had more than enough documents to show them that yes, this is it and this is my truth.
After you did that, you were given a visa, and your kids now, are they given like study visa? Your husband, was he given like a study visa? I just want to know the status of your children and like your husband.
Okay, so my kids and my husband, they got like a visitor's visa, but at the point of entering, my children, after much questions and being lucky, my children now had to get like a study approval, because that wasn't the initial, you know how it's done now. So like I think I met a good lady, and then she was not like, do you want those children to go back? I took a deep breath. I was like, no. And I said, okay,
Let's say the truth.
I just have to say the truth.
I'm telling you.
I was like, okay, but from what you wrote earlier, blah 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 blah, and I said, please, nobody will stay with them. And I'll just say the Holy Spirit took control that moment, and then she now approved for study for the children, and then
so like she issued them. Sorry to cut you. She issued them like a study visa.
I would say
study permit,
like a permit for them to be able to study and stay back. So why for my husband, I guess the normal six months they do, he didn't get that. Rather, he had like a stretch, whatever visit, but he was just advised to apply for work permit.
Okay, when he can convert his study visa to work permit, that's what he was.
That's his visitor's visa to work.
Oh, sorry, his visitor's visa to work permit. I just want to know, like, what was that? Like, what happened, or what led you make that decision that you were Jesus, English.
I say they speak for retirement home. Bring it on. We will not need to speak English and bend down. I won't cut your hair. Why can they serious?
Oh yeah. Okay, so what made you make that big decision? Like, okay, I'm done. At this point, I'm done with Nigeria. I have to move, and this time around, I'm moving like with my whole family. Like, what was that?
Like a push.
Yes. What was that push for you?
You know, initially, it's not like the push was off and on, because the fear of living a particular place where you've been all your life, and you have families, you have friends, you are missing out in you already know people, plenty of one bed.
Exactly.
In fact, as I'm talking to you now, I have like friends that are engaged and their wedding. I would have been there with the long ashebi and the girl and everything, but aside that, the other decision you now need to take that have to do with both the children, yourself, your sanity too, and moving on with life generally. Nigerians just have a way of making you feel like you've been limited to some aspects, whereas you have other things out there. Maybe to some other people though, but I didn't see some things I wanted going for myself going on at that moment. I felt I was being limited. That aside to the crazy things that started springing up recently, and you're so scared for yourself, you're so scared for your children. So those things generally led to like a full push. In fact, I think there was one apart from that whole ENSA saga, there was this other one that something else that happened. I got to that point, I just told my husband, see, since the PR looks like wearing,
you guys did the PR
but our score was nothing to write him about, so that one was not even coming at all.
Oh wow.
Like, you just have to give it a try or try another mint. We just have to do something. See, no parents wants to get done training their children. At the end of the day, they don't have a job, they're at home in the same house with you, or they are struggling. You will be heartbroken because you invested a lot.
Yeah, and it's like a lot of it. Like most people, regardless whether you went to private school or so, I can just imagine like how much so many people spend in private, primary private, secondary private, university private, and you come out and you don't have a job.
No, nothing. So I just got to that point, like I just have to. It's not like my BSc, MSc, they were not even giving me the job I wanted. At least with an MSc, you should be able to yes, now you should be able to be getting like good thing in the area I studied and every other thing, but So I was not feeling so in my cage. I was just
Yeah.
limited. And then it was becoming like a normal trend. Business is good. I mean, I like business. I like the fact that you just have to keep working and you're making money. But with what you study, sometimes you just want to be like, can't I even practice in this aspect? But you're not seeing any job on that aspect, on so many other things. So all the whole thing put together were things that we analyzed as a family, and we decided to move. And truth be told, since we got here, there are things I didn't know that on the normal day I could even do on my own or actualize in this aspect, and I found myself doing them.
So
Maybe because
sounds
I
like
didn't
what?
I didn't have the okay, because of the way we were able to like study and get done with MSc and every other thing. I didn't believe that I could go to other switch to a complete path,
Yeah.
a different path, and
Yeah, true.
and I found myself like doing it,
And you're doing
enjoying it, and I'm like doing it well. Sometimes there are some exams or tests I will write, and when I see the grade, I will like, so you still know book. And to me, no, seriously, because you felt then that this book aspect, I mean, you don't
And
get what
yeah,
in
true.
bring.
Yeah.
And there are not just that, and there are some should I say presentations or points you find yourself, and the way you even talk, you not gonna say it's a bit talk like that, but you just get this push coming from inside.
What is that one advice that you want to give, like people that want to try the study route with their family? Like, what is the one advice you would give to couples?
If I want to advise you, the best decision you will take as a family person is for you all to apply together.
Oh, really? Why?
It might be difficult finance wise because of the proof of fund and every of the money that will get involved, but if people are applying as a family, the possibility of people getting it, I feel the chances are more higher. People say applying alone, no, you get the chance, and when you come here you now apply for your family. That's their own opinion and what worked for them. But this past few months I've spent here, I've seen a lot of people complain that they got here, and since then they've been trying to apply for their children and husband. It's been difficult. I saw someone that said it's 1 year now she has not been able to like see the husband,
And she has applied
I think 2 times. But if you're coming, and then I saw someone else, can you imagine, said that they told the woman from whatever thing they write to you when you are rejected, that who is going to look after your children if you're coming alone. She was like, So you see, these people, they are family oriented. They know the fact that you've already told them you have kids, you have you're married or whatever, anyone. So apply with them. The visa will come out. You might decide to just come first and settle in before they join you. Maybe to be a handful, or you all come together. Anyone, but leaving them back there not applying for them, what's the possibility that when you come and apply they will give it to you immediately? I believe that if they are handling you people's case as a family, they should just handle it once. Not when they are done with you, they will not come and start another chapter or opening another family, whatever.
Yeah.
So once you want to apply together. They are seeing all of you.
But then the thing is
Why?
confusing. Like you said, they were asking that lady who's going to take care of the children. But there are people that apply with the whole children and then they still get rejected because they might say, what home ties do you have?
See, the whole thing is about grace and love. But one thing I tell you people, they are family oriented. Apply together as a family. Get that visa as a family. It's safer. And it will even make it to be more relaxed when you are here to come and do your study. And you know that, anytime these people can come in. Then the one you are trying to apply for them and they are not even replying you. IRCC has a lot of backlog already.
Yeah.
So to get to that case, nobody knows, and you might end up taking so much time, and you are not even mentally balanced here in school.
Yeah.
How do you even study?
So
That's just it. So I would just say apply together, even if you all don't come at once. But let's say that they have their visa that they can always come in whenever they feel okay, they want to come in and see you or any which way.
Just advise, like, apply together regardless. you might come in
indicate,
before them.
yes, indicates that you have people that they will accompany you, even if along the line you want them to go back or whatever reason you want to give, but make them understand that you have people that will accompany you.
And then you
have to indicate it in all those their forms and every other thing that you filled.
That field form, yeah. And then you would, like, your reasons. Did you give them like, oh, my kids are going to be having like mental breakdown if I come to Canada?
Yeah, I told them, because my kids are still very young. Can imagine leaving them behind. Like, I had to explain to them that it will affect them, and it will also affect me as a mom. It's going to affect them mentally. They will break down. Where is their mom?
Yeah,
they are still very tender. So like explaining all those things to them, and how, and you know, when they know they joke with mental health. So please, you tell them that's how it's going to affect you and affect the children. They don't want to see you are here studying. What's the whole aim of studying if you are not okay, or you are being distracted mentally? So if you state all those things to them, you might be lucky and believe God it will work.
How long did the application take?
I won't say it took so much time. I know this whole thing, like we started it, I think on February last year, I can't get, but
last 2 years. Last year was 2021.
To this year it was
April.
I came here April, so it's 2 years now. Okay, let's say February. Was it now?
Oh,
it can't be
so
1 year.
So it started in 2020.
2021. This is 2022.
No.
2021. Okay, 1 year. That's what I'm saying. So, like we started the whole process
since February,
and then getting all your document, police reports,
exactly.
everything.
All those ones take time.
And then making sure that we had the proof of fund like earlier. We just left it there and we were doing our thing. So when it was now time to give them all those my bank statements and every other thing, at least they saw that from way back 6 months behind there was something already reading ahead. So they now started answering us. When exactly? I won't say I think the whole answering whatever was now within few weeks, a month, or something like that.
So let me say, like, by answering, do you mean like they requested for studying medicals or what? What
no, medicals I did ahead.
Oh, you did.
You know now, yes, I did ahead. You know when you're already getting some good positive replies from them.
What kind of reply? Because I just got one.
No, I was getting mail. I was getting mail. Like, I got this document. I was just getting updated, and it was just also with the children, not just me. Wow. So like I was getting a breakdown of whatever thing they are doing. So when I now saw like the whole positivity, I allowed it. Not until one day, I think VSF was that the last one, Global, FS Global. So
approximately you're going to say maybe
it's a 6 months kind of something.
Yeah, I'm just giving it like 1 year. 4 months. Okay, with family.
I just start.
Mine was like
just
4
start.
months.
Just call yourself. Say the whole of that 1 year you do building projects on IROCC.
I'm telling you, like mine was like from April to, was it August? Yeah, August. That whole year, and it wasn't like it was April I started my application. It's something that started like you got admission 2021. So that whole year, exactly, it's like building projects.
So it's just a project.
There was this thing I saw online that if you come into Canada as a study permit with your kids get to like go to school for free.
Yes.
How, like, that's legit?
Oh yes, that's okay. So the thing is that, just like I said, from the point of entry, they were giving the approval to study. If you're not giving the approval, a lot of people now get to apply when they come in, because the kids need to go to school. So you need to apply for them to get like a study permit too. So they got that at the point of entry, which was like a +1 for them to be able to go to school. And you know that the school is not just something you just buy and you enter. If it depends on the type of school you want your children to attend. I didn't want a public school, so I was key and the whole Catholic school. That was what I wanted them to. So it's not like something you just call and then they'll tell you start. They were process you had to follow. We write to the London Catholic body and explain to them. Then they will ask for documents, baptismal card, blah 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 blah, like a lot. and then they will now ask you for this, which of the school must be within your area. If you don't know, they will check and tell you the school you have to put your child.
It was
so
close to
I remember the day I thought that was like my closest school around, and then I told my husband that let's go to that one. But when we got there, and then I called the Catholic body, they told me that that's not my school from where I am. That's not the school I should put my child. So they looked out for the closest school close to my house. Then I said, okay, this is where you are going to go to contact them. And then when I contacted the school's okay, you need to do this, you need to do that, they need to get the approval letter from the London Catholic body, blah 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 blah. And when the approval started coming in, that's the definition that okay, there is a school. There are some that get rejected no matter what.
Why? What was the reason?
You know, it's a Catholic stuff, and everybody wants their child to go to the Catholic school, maybe because of the way they inculcate the morals and the way the schools are being handled. So do you have those documents they want from you? Like mine, I would say I was scared, in as much as I used to be like a Catholic then. I have my baptismal card and every other thing, but my husband is not.
Yeah.
So it was like a dicey situation for us. But from the letter I wrote to the Catholic body, I made them understand that I had a mixed marriage. But I and my husband, we kind of had an agreement that the children can go to anywhere, they can worship anywhere. It's the same God. So I had to explain that in the letter. I think that alone made them to understand that yes, a lot of people, there are people that are Catholics there and maybe they didn't even have any wedding or marriage or whatever, but they are living together. So instead of scaring this one away, let us bring her home, something like that. So that's it. And then David was approved for, but Daniel, you know how wait lists can be. Let's not even go there.
I can imagine.
You have to wait now, wait list for daycare, because a lot of people have been on that wait list, and that's it.
So this video is like totally unscripted. I don't want it to be like too formal, so I'm just going with the flow. Now, in the previous video we made, you mentioned something about tax, like your husband had to show like the tax payment from his businesses. So that was like part of the document you guys submitted.
Yes, and myself too now, because you have to like show the FIRS documents that you have.
Oh yeah, and that was the thing I forgot to mention in one of my videos, that like since my dad was my sponsor, he had to show like his business and then the tax payments he made, or is it tax returns?
I don't know, it's generally FIRS document. That's
like
just
to show that you pay tax for your business, because people are so big on tax. Like for everything you do here, you actually pay tax. To get things from the grocery store, you pay tax. So when they see that this person has a business and she's actually contributing to the system, contributing to her country, that's like a plus for you. Is it like your first application on this? I know you've done the PR and you found out that okay, you know, feel work. No matter how you do, you don't go feel work. But like this, your study permit process with your family, is this like your first time, or you've tried it and was like you were denied before and they decided to give it like another shot?
Okay, it's supposed to be our first trial to apply for visa in Canada. Because why I say the PR one? See, we gathered the whole documents. The first day when we even enter pool, we see our score, so we just bother pushing it forward. Because it was not so clean. Maybe they needed like employment, this history, and I didn't have that. I was a business person, so it wasn't just flying well. So that aside, then when we wanted to apply like maybe visiting visa for us to just come relax, yes, I thought of that, like, or maybe come give birth and go back. But my dear, instead of you to throw away that kind of money,
exactly,
you decided to see something came up. Actually, there was this, I don't know, I forgot the name of that agent. The day we talked to him that I might consider like childbirth was the possibility of getting a visa to Canada just for us to visit her as a family. So the guy was not the one that brought up the idea that why do for visit where we can use that money to apply for a school, and maybe we won't come back or come back any which way. So he suggested Toronto School of Management. So we looked into it. Man, it was quite heavy.
That's a university now.
Like a college kind of, I don't know. It was quite heavy. So I said no, cannot do this one. Even with that, it was still a bit dicey. Do we want to do this or not? And then people now around that have traveled to Canada before, the way they will not make the whole visa thing, you will be scared. You not think that they will not even give it to you, or they had a special effect in their life that made them to get it. So when you see all those people, you're like, what's all this thing? You're even scared to do the whole process. But good, they think we gave it a shot. We believed God, and once trial, we got it.
And I can remember the first time, like when I was considering maybe traveling, and I met this. He was like an agent, and the first thing I told him was that, oh, can you do like get an admission for me to Canada? I want to go to Canada and study. And the first thing he told me was that, oh, Canada is not sure. Try the UK. Try the UK. Don't do Canada. Canada is not sure.
I got that same thing. Like, why don't you try UK? It's easier. You move with your family. Canada, what if they deny you? It just had this people feel it's so impossible.
Exactly. I think that's
impossible term. Yeah, that it's hard. It's hard. Maybe, but just like what I always tell people, if you believe, see, there's nothing God cannot do. Exactly. If you believe and put in your best, you will just get there.
Yeah, there are people that have been denied. Actually.
There are a lot of people, and Canada just have a way of surprising people. I must say that I got surprised this morning. There's this family kind of visa. They've been on this PR thing for like 2 years or 3 years. It's been a long time. And today my brother just told me that they've approved for them. Like, they've been there since.
They were in the pool.
They've been in that pool since.
Yeah, they just opened the PR
so it just started, and fortunately theirs came up today. So I'm sure they must. In fact, when they started, they had the idea that the wife was going to come give birth. The wife don't cuckoo born baby. Baby has grown. And today, but what I don't know is how they will do it with the baby. Maybe apply to tell IRCC now that there's a baby or something. But you can imagine, they just remain there and positive, and look at it. So just try and believe, Jerry.
It's about positivity, optimism, and what else again? Just believing God.
I'm telling you,
like
God factor.
The God factor, exactly.
Like
the God factor, is still so important.
Very, very real.
Regardless in any of your life journey, but like you see this Canada, when I pray, Jesus Christ, like I just had to tell God to just like come through for me. So I think we've spoken about everything. Like, we've touched on everything concerning how Beatrice came into Canada on study with her children.
Yeah.
And if you have any question you want to ask, please leave it down in the comments. I'm also going to leave Beatrice's Instagram link. She just started YouTube. You can go support her. Follow her channel.
Please come and support us
and show her some love. She also have a couple of videos. You uploaded some videos, right?
Oh yes.
Yeah, she has some.
And I'll still upload more. So it's just.
So if you guys have any questions to ask, any further questions, you can just leave it down, or you should just head over to her channel, bombard her with all the questions. She'll definitely come through for you guys.
That's why we're there.
That's why we're here. Thank you for the love so far. I woke up and I saw, I woke up today and I saw 2,700 subscribers. What am I going to do with everybody? I don't know what to do. So it's been amazing, and I'm so grateful. And I just want to leave one advice. If you really want to do this, don't allow anybody to tell you oh, you can't do this, or there's so many people discouraging. Try another country, do this. If you really know you want to do Canada, don't just give up. Just put in your all, and I wish everyone the best. Do you have any other thing to say?
Okay, nothing much. I think we've basically said everything. Just give it your best shot, and please be truthful about every documentation.
Exactly.
Don't
oh my God, I forgot about that part.
Just be truthful. And
yeah, you see so many people that want to do, oh, can we look for someone that can arrange bank account for us, or can we look for people have been working for them actually, but
you don't know. It might just be when they don't give you that denial and
5-year ban.
By 5-year ban.
It's crazy.
I'm sure it's Kenya. You will find yourself. Just joking, please.
All right. Alright guys, thank you so much. If you got to this part of the video, I'm so grateful and thanks for stopping by. Don't forget to subscribe, like this video, and leave a comment down below, and I'll see you in my next video. Until then, love and light. Bye.
Bye.